I don't follow any of the girls, but let me tell you what happened, okay? I was kicked off the group chat. I'm dead.
They said eject. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Quince World Podcast. I am so excited to have Miss Dani. You are a social media influencer, IG baddie, model material,
Everything.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Literally all of the above. Moda, social media manager. What else are you?
Business.
There we go.
Stuff. I'm like,
Literally all of the above. So I'm very, very excited to have you on. Thank you for coming. And make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe if you're enjoying all of our guests so far. And comment down below who you want next. Dani Kaz.
hey. Kaz.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, I kind of just made it myself.
Oh.
I put Carrillo Zavala, like my dad's last name, my mom's last name. So Dani Kaz.
Oh, I thought it was like your official one.
Fun
Okay,
fact.
she's unique. So, current day. What is Dani doing?
Oh, Dani.
Oh, Dani. Oh, no.
I know. So currently I'm still working for Moda.
Okay, do you want to talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit, because I saw you at the premiere, and you were working your out there, girl.
Like,
you were like sweating everywhere left and right. So like, what is your like routine when you're there? What are your responsibilities? Like, how did you get into that?
Okay, so I started like 14 and a half working for them, but I was working in the back, you know, like changing girls and everything.
Oh, really?
So when you were saying girls
young.
change into a lot of dresses, girl, they do.
You're like, I'm aware.
I am aware of that. So I was doing that for a while, for like a couple months. And let me tell you, Gypsy, Chelsea, they did not like me.
Really?
Yeah, like if you ask them, like they did not like me at first.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because
you were still working there?
Yeah, I was still, but for Gina,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I was very talkative, like super talkative. I would make everyone laugh, you know, like
You're like, I'm a comedian on
yeah,
the side.
like I would think it was like my time to shine when I was there. Like I would just talk a lot, and Gypsy and Chelsea did not like that, which I understand now that I'm old. Like, why do you want someone to like distract the whole group, you know? And they just didn't like that. And so once I came out in the show, they started noticing me, and they were like, oh, like, let's talk. Like, what's your name? You know, like,
You're like, I've been working here for 6 years, ma'am. I'm Dani, by the
I
way.
was like barely a couple months at Moda.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like they wanted to start to get to know me. Like, okay, this girl distracts the whole team. Like, what is up with you, you know? So they started to talk to me, starting to get to know each other, and we started to realize we're kind of vibes together. Like, we do bond. And so eventually, once the show came out, that's when the Gypsy, I think she pulled me aside, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna have you do this now. And I was like,
wait, what show?
is it?
Model material or MDQ?
No, she like right after My Dream Quince.
Oh, okay.
She was like, I'm gonna have you do this now, and I'm like, oh, cool, which was marketing.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, that's the first time I was ever introduced to marketing, and I was like,
Yeah.
you know, it was like that one moment.
Yeah.
And she like showed me how to manage the Instagram account, which is responding requests.
Okay.
How to like respond to the people, clients, incoming clients, potential clients, how to respond to comments the right way, you know, how to manage Pinterest, how to manage Facebook.
Oh, wow.
It was like all that. And it was a little bit hectic at first.
You're like a little bit of a lot.
Yeah, because I was super new to it.
Yeah.
So she had to reteach me a lot of times. But I eventually got used to it and like got a hang of all of it. And I got really good at it. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. And TikTok came out, which was 2019 when we filmed the first video. I didn't film it. Gypsy filmed it. And that's when like TikTok like shook Moda 2000. It literally did.
Really?
It shook us. And we were like, oh my God, we're getting so many views. And so Gypsy started going at it, filming. And eventually in 2020 was when pandemic hit.
Yes.
And then I started just being in the videos. A lot of the TikToks, if you scroll down, it's just me. It's just me being in the TikToks. And Gypsy would film me, and we would just come up with ideas. The store was empty at that time because pandemic. So I would come every week, create a lot of content together, me and Gypsy, and we just try to make a lot of TikToks pop off.
Wow.
And in 2021 was when she was like, Dani, you're officially now the TikTok manager of Moda 2000.
Like,
I was like, I was so honored. I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. every photo shoot, any creative content day that we have, like you're going to help manage the account, you know? So it's me and Gypsy that film the videos and like edit them.
Oh wow. And a lot of those TikToks have had like really viral like views.
Yeah.
Right?
The one dragging me?
Yes, dude. That is my favorite thing ever. When I saw that on Quince Empire, I was like crying. I was like, this is hilarious. I don't know, you guys have a really great dynamic too, which I mean I've seen it on the episode so far, but that's interesting. And that's funny that like they didn't like you.
Yeah, it was so funny. Like we still talk about it this day. We're like, remember when you didn't like me? Or like,
and now look at us.
We didn't like you, Dani. I was like, I know.
And then from the TikToks and like all the social media, what was your like favorite like moment or TikTok or like just like moment you've had like working with them? Like production wise. Like your favorite TikTok.
I think like my favorite moment was when when we started working with influencers. That was like my favorite moment because me and Gypsy were talking one day and we're like, we need to start getting influencers in here because we're like at 1 million or 2 million.
Oh wow.
I'm like, yes. And then that's when the dad wigs were popping off.
Oh,
so
okay.
We were like, let's buy some wigs or stuff like that. And we started making TikToks like dad wiggy related, and then we invited them to the store. We were freaking out. Like, that was my favorite moment. I mean, they came to the store.
My God,
yeah.
how cute.
We only posted like 1 or 2 TikToks because they didn't end up posting the content.
You're like,
wow.
Don't think I forgot.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, guys. But it was like we were shaking. Me and Gypsy were like, oh my God, they're gonna come.
Really?
But they bailed on us once.
Oh,
so the first time they were going to come, was like we were shaking, sweaty, all over the floor. Like, why were we like doing that? We were doing too much. It was like my favorite moment. But like the second time they came, we were like, we have to be more chill, you know?
Casual.
We bought a cake for them. I mean, Gypsy bought a cake for them.
We have to be more chill.
Yeah.
Here's the cake.
Balloons.
Aww,
it was
that's
a lot,
really sweet though.
Me and Gypsy were freaking out. We're like, no way, like these people came. And then we started realizing like we have the power to do this with a lot of influencers.
Yeah.
So Gypsy just kind of tells me like look for influencers, or like she looks for influencers to come to the store. So now it's more natural. Like we don't freak out no more, guys.
Okay, good. You're like, so if any influencers want to come, you might not get a cake, but
yeah. Why did we do that? I don't know.
No, that's really cute though. So before working there, how have you like influenced the brand or like Moda? How did you help them out? I want to know about follower count. How did it start?
Okay. I feel like I started making like a big impact when I started doing TikToks with them. So we were around the hundreds, you know, 100Ks or something.
Oh, wow.
200K,
okay.
500. I don't know where we were, like 500K or something. We're around the Ks, right?
Yeah. We're around the Ks.
We're the 100Ks, right? And that's when I started like inputting some ideas, like, oh, we should do this. Oh, let's try this.
Yeah.
And then sometimes Gypsy would be like, I don't know about that one, because she would be like, that's a little bit too like teenager. Like it's like not Quince related, you know.
Okay.
So she would always be like, no, it has to be Quince related. And I was like, okay. I was like, what if we do this with the dress then? And she was like, no, Dani. But then now she's more like, okay, I trust you, do it. Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah.
And as she started trusting me more and handing me the phone, like, okay, do it, but do this angle.
Yeah.
She started guiding me how to do the exact angles with the dresses and everything. That's when I got more comfortable, and that's when I started putting in more and more ideas.
Okay.
And she started realizing, like, okay, like, the TikToks are popping off with the
like, you
the
have a
trends
point.
I know, with the trends that you choose. And she's like, okay, then you manage the TikTok. Help manage the TikTok, you know? And I was like, oh, my God, thank you. And she's like, but make sure to get the angles right. And I was like, okay. But, like, that's pretty much how it happened.
And how many followers are they at right now?
We're at 3 million. Yeah.
Holy shit.
3.2 million.
Oh my God.
So it was between me, Gypsy, and me and Gypsy. Like
me, Gypsy, and that's it.
Gypsy and me. Yeah, she's the one that like started it, you know, and then we just kept going at it together.
Yeah. So it sounds like you guys have like created this dynamic between you two. Or I mean, it sounds like you and Gypsy are really the only ones that run that. So what's your favorite part about working there? Like, how's the environment when you're in there?
It's like It's super vibes. Like,
oh, really?
I love it. I love my job there.
Oh,
yeah, I come in and we usually like we don't get a Starbucks, but she brings Starbucks. Or like Gabriel, he started working there a year ago.
Okay.
But like before that, it would just be me and Gypsy.
You're like just a duo.
No, I love Gabriel, but it was just me and Gypsy, so it would get very hectic for us, or very hectic for Gypsy in general, because she has to edit a lot. All the edits you see there are hers, you know?
Oh, really?
So a lot of the edits are hers, and then I help, obviously, but she does have a lot on her plate with like Instagram and TikTok.
What's Chelsea's role?
Chelsea's like the money.
Oh,
I'm like, Chelsea's like the money.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so she's more financial side of the store, and then Gina just like mastermind behind it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gina inputs ideas and everything.
Oh, wow.
She's mastermind.
Okay. Wow, that's really cool. I mean, you guys all have your own professions during the thing, so it all works.
It's like a Disneyland. So
oh, how fun!
Yeah, I always have to be nice, which I don't mind. You know, but
like, I guess.
Nice. I always have to be nice. No, I just like if I'm having a bad day or anything, I come to Moda like when I'm working, you know, and it's like. It's vibes, you know?
Okay, fun.
There's a lot of girls that recognize me there and,
really?
like, they want to, like, know about my story and stuff. Like, oh, how was it? Or stuff like that. So I enjoy working there and creating content. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, my God. That is so fun. And, like, you are working and making money, but also, like, loving every moment there. That's, like, really huge and, like, a big blessing.
And then working with Gypsy is, like...
Yeah.
She's, like, my sister, but she's also, like, a really good... how do I say it? Boss?
Yeah.
She's a really good boss.
Oh, really? Okay.
Very understanding.
So you mentioned Gabriel started working there about a year ago. How's that dynamic?
Everything is so much easier. Before, it was just me, Gypsy, doing, like, the photo shoots. But we also had, like, the AVM, like, photography company. He's helped us out so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We always have our list down of our priorities for each photo shoot or each filming day. Okay. So it's so much easier.
Oh, my God. Yeah. And that's so nice. I was, like, a little bit unsure because I was like, what if you guys like kind of secretly beef?
No.
Apparently you don't. So the surprise dance, I heard it inspired your current business. Can we talk about that for a second?
So I told my mom literally everything. I told my mom.
Like my mom.
Yeah, it was literally like me and my mom planned the whole thing. So I was telling her I don't want to wear like shorts and a t-shirt. Okay. Like that's what every girl wears. And it's like my Quince or something. I'm like, girly, I don't want to wear that. That's like so basic. I want something extravagant, but still like Quince looking.
Absolutely.
And something like that's my vibe. And she was like, oh, okay, like let's go to the fashion district, check it out. We go and we didn't find anything. And then right next to like where you can shop, there's like a fabric area.
Okay,
right?
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So she's like, why don't we just make something? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yo te hago el tour. Like, I'll make you like this skirt with tulle and stuff. And she's like, what color do you want? I'm like, like black. I really like the color black. So we go and we get like 1 yard and a couple like sewing kits and stuff. And we were just home just sewing it together. And it was like kind of falling apart, but like we made it work. And it was just a very fun outfit to dance in.
Yeah, and that's like a good bonding experience between you two, and that's like something you'll always remember. Like that's so personal. Like that's such a good idea. I love that. Okay, so after your My Dream Quinceañera, you guys did model material. So let's talk about that. I actually really did enjoy that show. I feel like you guys had a very good chemistry between all the girls. So for model material it was Moda, which you guys were all like already models for, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cute. So how did you get into Moda modeling? Was it when you walked in at 13?
Yeah, I was like 13 and a half. Like I was already turning 14.
Okay.
It was like when I walked in and I was seeing girls like modeling, I was like, Mom, I want to model for them too. And she started asking for information. And then like by the next week, I was already like just taking the modeling classes.
Oh, wow.
And then
so it was pretty quick?
Yeah, it was like right away. It was just like practices. It wasn't for like modeling on stage for Moda. So then one day Gina pulls me aside and she's like, oh, do your little runway walk. And I was like, oh, okay, girly. So I did my little thing. And then she was like, oh my God, I want you to be on like the expo. Like, would you like to be a part of it? And I was like, no way. I was like, Mom, no way. And I was like crying in the car when she said I can model for like the next expo. Yeah. I started crying. I was like, no way. I started crying. And then from there, like it was kind of intimidating because all the other girls modeling for that expo, they were like not old models, but they've been modeling there for like the longest.
Oh, really? So they already knew each other and stuff? Okay.
And I was like just talking to myself, or my mom was just there like supporting me the whole time. Aww. Yeah, everyone was already
friends.
Knowing.
Yeah.
I was the only new one there, and I was like, yeah, it's cool.
Okay, so was there any tension like with you being the new girl at all?
Not tension, but it's like they already knew what they were doing, and I was like trying to figure it out, and like no one was really guiding me.
Okay.
So I was like trying to ask or anything, but they were kind of like
like figure it out.
Yeah, kind of like you know, like when there's someone new, and like I'm not like that, but sometimes there's atmosphere that are just like, oh, like let her figure it out herself. So that's how it felt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least you made it through and you made it work. Gotta work with what you have. So during model material, what was your favorite moment, or do you have any drama? Because I've had a couple of model material girls, and they're like always like, oh, it's like so great, and we like all love each other, and I'm like, I'm sure you guys do, but you're also 15, 16 years old, and I know there's drama, so I need to know something. And I feel like you're gonna be the one that tells me what happened.
I feel like, I did love the girl. No, I still do love them. I did.
I love all the girls. I'm just joking.
No, for real. Like, I really did love the vibes. You know what I mean? But, you know, we all run our separate ways. But the only, like, drama part that I'm like, oh, I up like, was when Sam, she actually did like Gustavo. I don't know if you remember that. But I didn't really get the hint that she actually liked him. And I told her like a day before filming, like, oh, he's actually with someone. I said something like that, like, actually he doesn't like you, or like he said that he just likes you guys as friends. Yeah. And then she was like mad. She got like really mad, and I felt so bad. I was like, what's going on? I was like, but I didn't mean to. I was just like, oh yeah, you guys are just friends, right? Because he just sees you like that way. And she like took it seriously that they were actually like a thing, and I didn't know. So I
wait, so were they or were they not?
I don't know. I still don't know. So I just told her straight up, like, oh, you guys are just like, you said you guys are just friends.
And was that the truth?
Yeah, that's what his side, right? But her side was like, no, we're talking.
We need to get him on here and be like,
yeah. I was like, what's going on? And it was dramatic. I was like, and then the day of, I had to tell her again during filming, and she started crying. I was like, guys, what's going on?
You're like, wait, I thought you already knew this yesterday.
I was like, girl.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was like the only dramatic part, but like she didn't get mad at me. I think probably a little bit like, how did she know first before me? Kind of thing.
Well, maybe she was a little hurt because she was feeling so involved.
I didn't mean to. I was like,
no, but sometimes you do need that person to tell you like he's really not that into you. You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to let her know. So
so I let her know.
I let her know, and everyone in the room, like all the other girls, were like, Dani, what did you do? I was like, I don't know, because she literally walked out of the room and went to the other room, and she just started crying in there. And I was like, what's going on? I'm still confused. I was very confused. But then she told me, like, oh, I'm not mad at you. It was him that I'm mad at. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. You're like, good. I'm all clear.
Yeah, good.
I'm so nosy. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, wait. So now you don't follow any of the girls?
Yeah, so I don't follow any of the girls, but let me tell you what happened, okay? So, you know, right after model material, pandemic hit. Okay, right? Yes. And we were trying to make it work with like the production and everything, but you know, everyone was unsure of, even the production itself. Like everything was so unsure.
Like all up in the air.
Yeah, everything was up in the air. And so the girls were like, oh, let's make our own show. And I was like, yeah, like let's talk about it. So the moms had a meeting, and them too. And it just wasn't really aligning with like what I had going on during that time, which was like focusing on my business, working with Moda. And I told them straight up, like, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to sit this one out. Okay. But it's not aligning with like my morals and what I have going on in like my life goals. It's like not aligning, you know?
Oh, really?
And like, I'm not going to
So what about it wasn't like aligning?
I think just like how much time I had to put into it. Oh, I feel like I would like half-ass it, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I say yes to everything, like all the opportunities, I'm going to half-ass all my opportunities. You know?
That's really good though. Like that you were like able to be honest with yourself and like be like, I'm not going to give it my all, so I'm not going to do it at all.
Yeah, it's literally what I told them. I'm so sorry. Like I'm not going to put all my effort into this, because my business is all the effort. My like working at Moda is like like not all that I have, but like I feel like it's what I love doing.
Okay.
And
it's what works for you.
Self-branding too.
Yeah,
like there's just so much that I had going on. I was like, girl, I'm not gonna be able to take care of that too. So I was very straight up, and they were like, oh yeah, don't worry, Dani. And then I was kicked off the group chat. I'm dead.
They said eject.
Yeah, they were like, boop. But I was like, I didn't take it personal. I was like, oh, like, okay, maybe it's because they're gonna just talk about work things, and like, why do I want to be on the group chat?
That's
you know?
true.
So I was like, oh, okay, and I was like, but we can still hang out, girls. You know, like, because we're still friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're still friends,
like,
right? And like, right? And then more
like,
time started passing, and they started hanging out, and I was like, I don't think I'm a part of this group no more. I was like,
oh, really?
But I was cool with it.
Yeah.
Because they're like because they're probably like in their own, I don't know, time in life, their own life cycle.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like accepting of it. I'm like, okay, they're going through their own things, which is like filming Model Mansion, or like things at home, or like college, you know, like, what I mean? So
whatever else you guys got going on.
Yeah, whatever they got going on, like I was cool with it. Okay. So couple of years passed, like a year or so, and I was like, why do I still follow them? Like,
oh really?
So it wasn't like I have anything against them. I just didn't know I was still following them.
Yeah, like we don't keep
like,
it contact.
Yeah, I don't talk to them no more. Like no one asked to hang out no more.
Oh really?
And like, yeah, I was kind of like dry, and I was like, I'll just unfollow them. But it wasn't nothing like mean, like, oh, them. Yeah. Like, I'm unfollowing everyone. Yeah. It was little by little, like, every now and then, I'll see them pop up, and I was like, oh, like, I don't even talk to them no more, so I just unfollowed them.
Wait, so that was just kind of the end, all be all of your thing when you said no?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. I was like, what's going on?
You're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And the thing is, it kind of just instincts very well, I guess, because once I said no, like, they stopped showing up at Moda, and like that's pretty much what happened. So I couldn't never like really see them and be like, how you been, you know? Or like, so
I think that about wraps it up. I want to say thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having
me. Comment down below on whether you are team Dani,
of course, comment down below,
or Gabriel. Let them know what to check out.
Yeah, if you guys want a custom-made skirt for your surprise dance, or corset or gloves, make sure to hit me up on Instagram or on my website, Zaj, and you can schedule your appointment.
Yay! And we'll have that all linked down below, of course. And make sure you guys are checking out Quince Empire.
All the tea is there, guys.
Literally, it's so good, so well done.
If you want to see TikToks that me and Gypsy like film, go on our TikTok.
Literally 3 whatever million followers.
Let's hit 4 million this year.
Oh my God. Literally, that's insane. Yeah. But okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, please. If you want to keep seeing episodes. And
Team Dani.
There you go, Team Dani. All right. Other than that, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Goodbye. I'm like, deuces.
Deuces. Good?